All right, good evening. Appreciate you guys sticking around, and certainly appreciate our fans weathering an initial lightning delay or whatnot, because they made it fun. They made it fun out there. Played a lot of guys tonight, and played a pretty solid brand of football. Certainly proud of the way our defensive guys came out and put a lot of pressure on their offense and got us some really good field position early. Didn't capitalize all the time, but did put a couple of good drives together. Stuttered down there and stumbled a little bit in the red zone. And then they got back and got themselves a field goal, but that one field goal before halftime brought a lot of momentum. It's a really good job by the offense putting that together. And then the second half just started methodically taking over the football game. Proud of the offense and defensive lines. Felt they controlled the line of scrimmage for the majority of the game. They make it difficult with their angles, with their leverage, with their numbers in the run game, and they sure bring a lot of pressure. And our guys did a decent job, and the defensive line put a ton of pressure on their guys. So that being said, questions?
Mario, the seven-man blocking schemes up front on offense was not something you guys had shown last year, and I don't know that Shannon did that in Houston. Was that like a Cristobal wrinkle?
We had showed them last year was just different body types executing them, so they didn't look as clean. You know, we're a little bit bigger up front. You know, some of the wrinkles, I mean, it's a little bit of everybody. You know, Shannon Dawson has done a lot of offense in his life, you know, and certainly we have some things that we've done before as well. So it's a really good blend. But all in all, it looks a little bit different, but there's some similarities there.
Mario, obviously there's going to be mistakes to correct from every game, but considering this is the first one, you don't know how it's going to go until you get out there. Just, you know, did it go kind of like you thought it should go tonight?
Well, I figured they were going to be tough to run the ball against. Again, because, you know, you watch them play Kentucky, they held Kentucky to 50 yards rushing, they made it difficult to score. And they've got a big offensive line over there. So we felt that, you know, it'd be a physical battle, and you had to just keep wearing on them. The defense was going to have to make some stops. The penalty to prevent us from scoring down the red zone was a monster penalty. Certainly gave them some life and put 3 points on the board for them and gave them hope. But after that, it felt like we started taking control of the game finally. We had some opportunities early and we didn't. So it was good to see our team respond and start, you know, making enough plays, moving the sticks enough, making enough stops to start taking control of the game.
Mario, I think all four of the running backs had 9 carries, maybe Don had 8. I mean, then racked up 250 yards total. Is what you see from the 4 running backs and what they all showed tonight?
Well, it's kind of what Tim Harris was talking about all week. They've all been competing, and they've been competing hard, and it was hard to tell who was separating, and then you probably saw some of that tonight. Whoa, you know, Henry really looks good there. Look at Don's run at the end, and AJ comes out and breaks that run off to the side, and wait a second, Mark Fletcher's, you know, rumbling over some people for a touchdown. So it's the way it should be. Well, Miami's been really good. You remember those running back rooms, right? What they were like with Edgar and James and Najee Davenport and James Jackson, and then right the next wave came McGahee and Portis and Frank Gore. We know what those look like. So I'm not saying we're there yet, but I'm saying that type of competition, we've benefited a lot from it, and we intend to keep that competition going.
How do you feel like Tyler performed today, and how big was that early explosive to build some confidence?
Yeah, I thought he performed really well. You know, he'd love to have the interception back. He's really hard on himself. He was really efficient. He put us in the right plays, made the right decisions in the run game as well. He carries a lot when you run this offense. There's a lot of autonomy that goes with it, and I thought he did a great job.
Hey Mario, I know that you coach these guys hard to get a coaching moment with that 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. So is that something that you look at once in a while and say, hey, you know what, we played a great game, the game was ever in
No, I think it's unacceptable. I don't think we ever go back to that stuff. That's what does it do?
Right.
We don't want to revert to that if we, you know, no. There's no place for that. I'm not mad at you.
No, I understand.
You just got me mad at that. Sorry.
It's just like you say, that coaching moment for the team for the next week going
Yeah,
to next
I'm
week.
gonna coach his butt all the way home, I promise you that.
I'm sure. Okay, thank you.
Mario, defensively, with Lance Guidry, it seemed like there were not many MEs today. Like everybody was sort of on top of theirs. What did you see from the defense?
Aggressive. I saw a team that played fast. I saw a team that played to their training, I would say, since January. You know, a commitment to increasing our level of physicality and speed, being able to close on the ball on ball carriers, being able to work edges in the pass rush game, being able to play with a little bit more power, and then Coach Guidry, again, you know how highly we think of him, being able to put it together. But if you watch film with him, he's not gonna be completely happy. He's gonna find a lot of stuff to fix, but he is gonna be happy with the effort. He's gonna be, I would say, enthused and encouraged by the progress of this defense and some of the things that we can get better at. So, all in all, a solid performance, but certainly there's a lot of room for improvement, and we recognize that as we walk off the field.
Mario,
you guys-
you said, I think on Monday that, you wanted to see how the freshmen kind of reacted their first time under the lights. A lot of them got playing time tonight. What was your view on them?
They don't look like normal freshmen. That's what we thought. I was just messing with Francis. It's like last year, Francis, we were doing O-line, D-line warm-ups before the game, and you're on the side. And I'm thinking, man, how can I get this guy in pads so he can play? We just had to wait a year, and just a massive difference up front. Javion, Matt Lee, Jalen Rivers just is playing at a really, really high level, and as Cooper keeps getting better, Cam McCormick can't understate the value, that he brings to this football team. And then on the defensive line, even though I was mad at Leonard Taylor, he's playing at a high level, and he's gonna have a great season, and so is Mesidor, and so is Branson Dean. So those guys aren't freshmen, I get it, but I thought Damari played really well. That's a tough catch to prevent. Mark Fletcher didn't flinch, right? Got a chance, got in there, made some stuff happen. Ray only got one touch, but Ray's gonna be a bigger part of this offense because he deserves to be. And he's a really good player. He's made a lot of plays. Who else? Well, Francis, it's hard to think of him as a freshman, but he is. Riley Williams got in there, made some plays. I saw Jaden Wayne get in there. I saw Popo get in there. Robbie, Emery looked really good. So I think we played 60 guys, 60 plus guys. So we intend to keep playing guys.
Mario, Emery Williams, we weren't sure he was gonna be the number 2 quarterback. I mean, is he the backup quarterback, I guess?
For today,
Why did you play him first?
he deserved it.
Okay.
Coach, what was your message to the team after this win, and how long do you guys celebrate this, knowing what's ahead for next Saturday?
Congratulations. Happy that a lot of work went into this and it showed up on the field. That being said, that you have to congratulate people when they're winning is hard. All right, you look across the country, man. It's you can't take it for granted. And I'm really, really happy for them and the victory. And I'm also happy that they all acknowledge that we can be a lot better. That's a sign of a good football team. I don't want to understate the, Chico, Francisco. I know the way he played tonight, what he brought to the table. I mean, that guy, wow, all right, game changer. But even he, on the way out the field saying we could be a lot better. We could fix a lot of stuff. We got to prevent. He pointed out about 4 or 5 different things. So all in all, just again, solid performance, a lot to work on and grow upon.
Mario,
Last question.
Elijah was held out today. Was that just a new thing? Is that lingering from his leg injury from last year, or is that just a precautionary thing?
Well, he wasn't quite ready. I mean, you really want to protect the guy to the best of your ability, and he's right there. He's right on the cusp. And trust me, we want him in, and he wants to be in. We're really close. It's just not there yet. Hopefully next week. Okay? Okay, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.